Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this Warcraft Rumble Heroic Molten Core guide, I'm going to take a look at Gehennas and Shazzrah in the open queue. Gehennas and Shazzrah are comparatively perhaps even the most difficult boss right now, because there's a lot going on. Gehennas summons those elite flame wakers, and the flame waves now also are going to hit your base, so they deal a ton of damage. And then Shazzrah, once Shazzrah blinks away, it starts summoning swole trolls, and then it has missiles that hit towers later on, and even later on it has missiles that hit your base. So this is quite a challenge nowadays. But I have some excellent armies for you for this one. And actually, even after testing this for quite some time, I think the army that I prefer the most is still what I had on day one, this Rivendare build with the Molten Giants. This is just a beautiful army for this one. Molten Giant now is off-slotted in this one because I played with another army. I'm going to show you that soon. So just getting those resistant Molten Giants, they can fight well against Shazzrah, they can fight well against Gehennas, having damage coming from range with meat wagons, with Plague Farmers. Plague Farmer is killed by Shazzrah's AoE, but it's not killed by Gehennas' AoE most of the time. And then Quillbore, so that you can distract either one, so that you can delay and you can set where they're going. And then just Batrider that helps you defend against grunts and all sorts of things that are going to be thrown at you. So what I have found now that I have killed this multiple times is that there are two possible ways that you can do this. You can either get Shazzrah to blink first, and then you can focus on Gehennas. But I think even better is to try to avoid Shazzrah in the beginning and just skip Shazzrah and go for Gehennas. When Shazzrah is on the other side, send an army to Gehennas, fight Gehennas at the top while Shazzrah is still moving around. And try to get Gehennas down and only then blink Shazzrah. Also, the elite flamewakers, they have a lot of health, so you will need your army to fight against them if you want them to go down. And that means that sometimes it's just a lost cause. So sometimes you notice, okay, this one is going to get a flame wave going on, and what you need to do is don't spend gold on that lane. Don't put stuff in the middle lane either, because half the middle lane is also going to be affected by the flame wave. And then be ready to retake the tower and think about what you're going to do against Gehennas next. Sometimes you also end up in positions where there's going to be inevitably two flame waves, but after two flame waves you can catch Gehennas again on the side where the first flame wave took place. So smart delays, getting to Gehennas by sneaking past Shazzrah, those are really some of the keys to this encounter. So I had this army that could do it. I also did a little bit of a different Rivendare army, just in case you don't have the giants and stuff. So you can also do it with Fire Elemental, and then I have a Shaman with the base heal talent, so that I can heal up my base. And this was quite alright. I can't afford the Shaman if I go with the Molten Giant, so that's a bit of a problem. And then I have to use a tank that's already resistant, and Fire Elemental has a little bit less health than the Molten Giant, and you can really tell the difference. So this was quite alright, but I think I prefer the Molten Giant more. Then I also did this with another leader, which is Hogger, because here the idea being that, okay, the Elite Flamewaker is going to spawn, and if we control the tower, I can just send Hogger real fast. Hogger is super fast, so I can send fast minis out there and they can take down that Flamewaker, although it is still quite difficult to do so. But Hogger, with some help from Murlocs, Plague Farmers, getting resistant from Fairy Dragon, that's another approach that you can take. Also in this build I have 2 unbound, so I can delay Shazzrah and Gehennas even more. So just trying to give you some options, but I still think the Molten Giant build is the strongest one. Anyway, let's go take a look at all of these in the open queue in action. Alright, here we go. Heroic Gehennas and Shazzrah with Rivendare and the Molten Giant. So exactly the same build that I used on day 1 with Turtle. Now, after many more kills, so a little bit more experience of the fight, I took this out, and I mean, I just immediately killed the boss again. This just felt really strong. So I'm on the right side. I want to take the tower, of course, as soon as I can. And then, if I can't face Shazzrah here, which I clearly cannot do, then I just want my minis to die, preferably. And I don't think we can prevent the Flamewaker, although here actually my Maiev ally was just able to prevent that Flamewaker. That was really sweet. Usually we won't be able to do that. Either way, I'm waiting for Shazzrah to go away, and now I'm starting to send stuff that's going to attack Gehennas up top. I'm just sending them over the far side, And now that Gehennas is coming back, well, do I have a welcome committee for you? Yes, I do. Against Gehennas, I would preferably have ground minis to avoid that AoE, so the Fairy Dragon procs that AoE, which is a little bit unpleasant. But okay, so we got Gehennas down to 65. Now Gehennas made the small board clear that it has. I'm still trying to attack it, but I'm actually a little bit uncertain whether this can work. Maybe I should have just allowed now the Flamewaker to take place and then kill Gehennas when it reaches left side again. That's probably what I should have done. Now I'm already saving gold, because I'm not going to be able to kill that Flamewaker. I don't believe so. And the Shazzrah and Gehennas are both on the same side, which is the worst case scenario. So we're just taking this flame wave. Boom. That's fine. As you can see, it takes half of the middle, so the other half of the middle was still fine. I maybe could have sent stuff there on the left side here. I sent stuff to retake the tower instead. That was a pretty close call. If I had sent my Molten Giant there, would you have been able to prevent that Flamewaker? Maybe we could have. Because now it just barely got it done. Maybe. Anyway, the Molten Giant is coming for Gehennas from the other side. And that should still be good enough. Because now Gehennas is in a big fight. Yep, and it's taking some hits. And Gehennas is about to go down. And once Gehennas is down, then we don't have to worry about the flame waves anymore. Now it's just stabilize, take the towers, then face Shazzrah, and then get rid of Shazzrah before Shazzrah can kill my base. Because obviously Shazzrah will start shooting at your base eventually. So now I have the Molten Giant fighting against the Flamewakers and the Core Hounds. Everything's looking pretty good right now. Should have sent that one over to the far right. Some Swole Trolls will now spawn periodically, but that's not going to be a problem. Because we have sufficient control. That Swole Troll is just fighting against the Giant. I can't send reinforcements because that's not my side. The Giant, like, yeah. It's gonna take a while for a Swole Troll to try to kill a Giant. I can tell you that. And Giant also has bolster, so it's just gonna give more gold when it retakes the tower. Alright. Good Giant. Good Giant. It's just a money printing machine out there. Look at that again. And it's also got the heal every time it takes the tower. The bolster Giants are so crazy. Anyway, we also have a pretty good attack going on in Shazzrah. We have the Meat Wagon in. Meat Wagon is outside. That's thin range AoE from Shazzrah. And it just goes down. Alright, then let's do this with another variation. This time with the Fire Elementals. This time I'm the left player. I'm going to attack there a little bit. But it's really, really hard to be in time on the left side. I'm delaying Gehennas here a little, so that I will be able to take the tower. So there's some kind of a chance that I could send my assault in here and get rid of the... No, I should wait. That was too early, wasn't it? I think it was a little bit too early, right? Gehennas is not going to summon the... No, it's going to start shooting, yeah. I kind of wanted it to summon the Flamewaker, and then I would have had the tools here to kill it. But as you can see, the Fire Elemental just does not have the health of a Molten Giant. You can clearly see that it is not the same. Trying to send some stuff out there, but now with Shazzrah closing in, this means that we are not going to be able to fight them both in the same place. So I start saving gold. This one's going to go through. It's fine. It's fine. No worries. We'll just catch Gehennas on the other side. And I'm already sending stuff out there. And as this one goes in, then I just prevent them from rebuilding the tower. I'm trying to stop Shazzrah if I can, so that I will be able to attack Gehennas better. Okay, Gehennas, full assault is going in. Do we get it down? Yes. And just like that, now that Gehennas is down, this is practically won. Base also has a bunch of health left. And even if base didn't have a bunch of health left in this army, I have the shaman that can heal the base. So now we can just get Shazzrah to blink over to the top. Fire elemental tanking, meat wagon hitting. And then off we go. So this looks really clean right now, but whether things look clean or not really depend on your partner. I have seen so many times people just throw like molten giants or chimeras or something right into a flame wave and just being unable to contribute at all to the fights. And this is a really tough fight overall. It is very hard to solo. I wonder if there would be a soloable build for this. Maybe. But yeah, you really need to get to that Gehennas. Optionally, you can blink Shazzrah away. You don't have to, but it is possible. And then once Gehennas is down, then just all in on Shazzrah. Now Shazzrah still has the tower missiles, but soon they will be changed for the base missiles. So then Shazzrah is going to start shooting directly at the base. Alright, we have another fire elemental out there. Shazzrah AoE, that 10 radius means that only meat wagon will survive that. Other than your resistant tank, of course, that is tanking the damage. And here we go. A meat wagon coming in. Another set of tower missiles still. Shazzrah hasn't reached 25% health, where it's going to get the base missiles. Alright, but soon. We take the tower. I'm trying to think what to send out there. Abomination doing a good job. Now we get some base missiles, but that's fine. Well, the base here has tons of health as well, and I'm just healing it right back up with the shaman too. So a little bit of base missiles won't matter too much. Here we go. And Shazzrah goes down. Okay, and let's do some of that sweet Hogger thing against Gehennas and Shazzrah. So here we go with Hogger, teaming up with Rivendare, and I am the left player. Very hard to get your tower to survive as the left player. You need to delay Gehennas, and oh, now the Flame Waker, yeah, so this side is now lost for now, but that's okay. First flame wave is totally fine, it's totally fine. Now I'll just wait it out, save some gold, then I will send the attack, and then we're going to try to attack from the other side. Catch the Flame Waker there. Okay, and the Flame Wave should arrive, and it comes here, and then we're just going to then start attacking. Alright. And now Fire Elemental fighting against Gehennas up top, so I could also send Hogger out there. Go, Hogger, go. If we can just delay Shazzrah. If we can hold Shazzrah so Shazzrah will not get here, then we could do something. But Shazzrah is closing in. Yeah, that's not good. Right. Well, now we have a Plague Farmer. But I wasn't able to. No, that was too late. All right. So now I thought for a moment that I can delay it a little bit longer and we can face Shazzrah and then we can take on the Elite Flamewaker. But I was a little bit too slow with the Darkheim Miner. But it's okay. Once you realize that's happening, then you just chill a little bit, you save a little bit of gold, and then you get to work on the next thing. So here again, trying to delay Gehennas a little bit because we need to kill that. We need to kill that Swole Troll so that we will get into position to fight. And now it looks like we just might... Are we going to... No, that's not enough damage, is it? No, I would need my partner to send something. That's not enough. It was enough. Okay. That was close. Alright. And that's, by the way, the reason I'm running Murlocs. Because I tried a lot of stuff. I tried the Spiderlings. I tried Prowler. And I just tried a lot of things to give me that little bit of extra damage that I need in order to be able to take down those Flamewakers. And Murlocs turned out to be the right solution for that. Alright, Murloc saving the day. Then Hogger, Fire Elemental. Okay, we are managing to defend a little bit. That's nice. New Hoggers. Hogger is getting fast. And at this point, the slappage is just going to happen. Now there was the small board clear. Actually, it shouldn't have been. Well, either way. Now we are just piling in. We have the damage. The Flamewaker is going to go down. Hogger is going to go slap. If we only had the tower on the other side, that would help with the defense. I can't help that side because I can't deploy there. And I'm trying to find a little bit of some ways. And here actually now I realize, okay, now there's whelps. So I can just send some unbounds to tank for the whelps. And now there's the unbounds. They're tanking for the whelps. Whelps take the tower. Now we're in a good spot. Shazzrah hasn't taken so much damage that it will shoot missiles at the towers or the base yet. And it's just sending the Swole Trolls. So we can take all the towers, we can stabilize, and then we can just get a good attack on Shazzrah. And then it's going to be that. Here we go. Go Hogger. Yeah, alright, looking good, looking good. Hogger just running in and then slapping. Trying to mine a little bit. Okay. Some base missiles, but the base has enough health left. Oh, I accidentally gave resist to a skeleton. Well, even without resist, Hogger is going to slap a little. Good slapping, Hogger, good slapping. And Shazzrah and Gehenna, they go down. Alright, Heroic Gehennas and Shazzrah with Hogger. Let's go. Let's see what we can do this time in this fight. So, I am the right player. I'm trying to find Plague Farmer, I guess, primarily. Because that splash area is just so good. I sent the Bat Rider to defend against the grunts in the middle. I'm debating whether to delay Gehennas a little bit. And I decided, yeah, I want to delay it a little bit. That's gonna be fine. Delay that a little bit. Now we fight here. We shouldn't be fighting Shazzrah that much yet. All I need is to not let that tower fall. The tower must not fall. That would be a problem. But if the tower doesn't fall, everything is fine. Now I can't mine the left side of the middle lane. Yes, I can't do exactly that. I dropped that a little bit too soon. I needed to wait. And here, I probably let Gehenna summon the Elite Flamewaker. And then I try to kill it real quick. That's the plan. And here we go, here we go, here we go. Go, 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 team. Go, 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 go. Okay, do I have enough damage? No, I didn't. It was... Oh, man. If one of those minis was level 26, I would have had the damage there. Oh, dear. That was so close. But anyway, flame waves do happen. And it's not a disaster. Obviously, now it's looking a little bit tough because we can't take another flame wave. Now we have to get in. We have to get that Gehennas done, and we also have to defend very carefully. but it's not impossible. It's doable. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So this time we will have to catch Gehennas. Okay, I'm delaying a little bit because there's a lot of minis out there. And if we have to fight against all of those at the same time as we're trying to fight against the Elite Flamewicker, that's not going to happen. So I'm delaying. We need to clear these minis and then be ready. And yes, this time for sure. This time for sure, there's so much damage there. Yeah, and now it goes down. Beautiful, beautiful. Again, some delaying action. Need to delay a little. Delay. And then send stuff in. Can we get the kill? Come on, come on, come on. We should be able to do this. Yes. And now we have a really good push going on at Gehennas. Shazzrah still not faced. Yes. Gehennas goes down, and that's basically it. Now there is a small chance for Shazzrah, mostly with the base damage missiles. If there's like a big wipe and then Shazzrah gets to do those base damage missiles multiple times, something like that could still save it, but this is pretty much over now. Hogger coming in to slap that Shazzrah. Shazzrah is going to blink soon. Slap, 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 slappity slap. Shazzrah blinks. Some swole trolls are coming, but we can defend against swole trolls. That's not a problem. I'm actually quite happy that they have Meteor Elbow talent in this one, because that means that I can tank them. Otherwise they would just come at the base and that would be harder to stop. So Meteor Elbow sometimes good, sometimes that may be a little bit detrimental. Either way, here we go, here we go. That living bombed a little, but you could hear the slapping. And that's another victory. So that's Gehennas and Shazzrah. No real silver bullet for these fights. They are a really hard fight, but a couple of ways and a few kills to showcase how to get it done. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.